the recommendation process. The committee will receive candidate nominations from the Korean Bar Association and the Association of Korean Law Schools before recommending 2 finalists to the president, who will appoint one as special counsel. Lawmakers will continue discussions on the investigation's scope, duration, and staffing, while both parties hope the breakthrough could also help resolve the ongoing parliamentary deadlock. In local news, a new report shows that Busan has a higher proportion of older residents than the national average, with many seniors facing financial hardship. People aged 65 and older made up 25.3% of Busan's population last year, compared with the national average of 21.2%. Senior households also accounted for 32.1% of all households in the city. Fewer than 1 in 5 people aged 65 to 74 said they had enough income, while only 7.2% of those aged 75 and older reported financial security. Between half to 60% said their income was insufficient. The report also found rising divorce and remarriage rates among seniors over the past decade. The Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries will begin removing discarded tires from the seabed around Busan port. Most of the tires were originally used as fenders to cushion ships during docking, but later fell into the water. If left underwater for long periods, they can break down into microplastics, pollute the marine environment, and pose safety risks to vessels. A nationwide survey last year found the largest accumulation of underwater tires at Busan port. The ministry aims to recover about 1,200 tires with a combined weight of roughly 131 tons from 2 areas. Professional divers will attach ropes to the tires before cranes lift them from the seabed. In international news, the U.S. government has issued a worldwide travel alert for American citizens amid escalating tensions with Iran. The State Department warned that the security situation in the Middle East could deteriorate unexpectedly as fighting continues over control of the Strait of Hormuz. Americans currently in the region were urged to remain vigilant, prepare for possible flight cancellations, airspace closures, and travel disruptions, and closely monitor updates from U.S. embassies and local authorities. The department also advised citizens outside the region to reconsider travel to or through the Middle East. And now for today's weather. A heat wave advisory remains in effect across most parts of the region, with hot and humid conditions expected to continue. Busan is currently 29 degrees Celsius. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BeFM 부산 영어 방송.
Your best choice. BeFM 부산 영어 방송.
Coming up next is For My Busan with Laura McLuckie. BeFM 부산 영어 방송.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. And here's something I'm sure you'll be familiar with. 석굴암과 불국사, 해인사 장경판전, 창덕궁 and 남한산성. 여러분, these are Korea's cultural treasures, recognized not just by Korea but by the world. They are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, often called treasures of all humanity. And next comes Busan. Yeah, Busan, baby. It's a very exciting week, 10 days. The wartime capital, Busan. Now, I'm sure this is going to be a week full of surprises. And so, welcome to the UNESCO World Heritage Special For My Busan. I'm your host, Laura McLuckie. Let's kick off Tuesday with Baby Monster, 춤.
Baby more, we gon' get this party started. Walking, stomping like we own the place. Trust me, I'm not just a pretty face. Yeah, I know we sipping, but we ain't. We gon' get this party started. No, we got the style, we got the taste. Sweet and sour lemons, lemonade. Yeah, I know it's 7, but we ain't. Better run that, run that. Oh my, 지금 이 순간. Oh my, let it hypnotize. Loosen up, watch me set the mood. Burn it up, do it like I do. Lose your mind, play the music. Let's try. Rhythm 삼켜보자 춤. watcha, watcha. We turn it up, let's party. 월화수목금 토 모두 다 함께 취해보자 춤. watcha, watcha. 춤. We wanna ride this vibe. Get out the way like boom, boom. We only got tonight. You better dance like 춤. Da-da-dum-da-da-da-da. Baby, check my style, check me out. This that bling blow. Can't stop now, gotta keep it me like that. Bow down, 보여주마 나의 춤. A-Star-B, killing it, whoa, we don't stop, billing it, show. Big flex, ain't no one next. 모두가 직선이 못하는 groove. Like yes, I'm the empress. 이 구역에 난 I'm a monster queen. Oh my, 지금 이 순간. Oh my, let it hypnotize. Listen now, watch me set the mood. Burn it up, do it like I do. Lose your mind, play the music. Let's try. Rhythm을 삼켜보자 춤. watcha, watcha. We turn it up, let's party. 월화수목금 토 모두 다 함께 취해보자 춤. watcha, watcha. 춤. We wanna ride this vibe. Get out the way like boom, boom. We only got tonight. You better dance like 춤. 어둠이 짙게 내리고 이제 monster party. No time to waste. Let's celebrate. Baby, 너와 나의 시간. Jump. That's right. Everybody make some room. That's right. Jump. That's right. Everybody make some room. That's right. Jump.
I miss the days when I was young enough to pull off dancing like a K-pop star. I had a dance party in my house yesterday, and we danced all around the living room. And I was looking in the TV reflection dancing, and I thought, wow, I look so cool. And then I looked in the mirror, and I thought, what? What was that? So best not dance in front of the mirror unless you're ready for the reality of what's going on. And I was, and I enjoyed it. So everybody go and dance and enjoy your life. That was 춤, of course. It means dance in Korean. It was by Baby Monster. The reason we played this is because this song is actually mixed in, or it's a combination, if you like, of some traditional Korean music. There's a lot of traditional kind of Easter eggs in there for you to enjoy. So that's why we kicked off. Hello, Benny name. Hello, Sangyun Kim name. Laura is chuming. I am chuming. I was chuming really a lot yesterday. 정부님, 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. But did you know that Busan has become, or is becoming, I don't know, it's become one of the busiest cities in Korea every summer, right? And actually, around other times of the world as well. But lots of people from other parts of Korea all come to Busan in the summer, as well as international visitors who come to Busan. These days, it's even busier because K-culture, and I don't just mean like K-pop, K-drama, K-content, K-food. I mean real Korean culture that Koreans love, as like the proper tradition, heritage, history, all of those kind of Korean culture, not K-culture, but Korean culture. K-culture is for like the world to see and get used to Korea. Korean culture is that it's a lot quieter. It's those deeper, more profound moments, right? And it's spread around the world. Busan, of course, gaining so much reputation, so much fame for many things. But it's a fun and exciting city. Port city, also a city that is, Well, synonymous with relaxation. There's a vibe here, right? We've got a beach vibe. And actually, Koreans even call Busan 유잼, or having fun 도시. The city of fun, 유잼 도시. We are not 노잼 도시. We are 반대적으로 유잼 도시. This summer, however, Busan, of course, will be busy and busier than ever because the reason, well, there are a few, but the 48th UNESCO World Heritage Committee is being held in Busan, the first time Korea has ever hosted, by the way. And according to the city, around 3,000 international delegates are expected to attend the meeting, including exhibitions, cultural events, city tours. Tens of thousands of visitors are expected to visit Busan each day. So if you are interested in UNESCO World Heritage, you might already know that Busan is currently seeking World Heritage status for a new cultural heritage site. This is very important, very fitting actually, and I think, fingers crossed, I think we'll get it, right? But the nomination is for the wartime capital Busan, or 피란수도 Busan, during the Korean War. It includes several historic sites, so it's not just one place, several historic sites that tell the story of Busan as it served as the temporary capital of South Korea for 1,023 days during the Korean War. Of course, this is part of Busan's painful history, of Korea's painful history, but it shows at the same time Busan has so many valuable stories worth preserving and sharing with the world because Busan was the only, I don't know what you call it, front, I'll say front. It was the only front that held against the aggressors, right? So it's a very significant place for so many people, and parts around the city, locations around the city carry so much weight, so much historical significance. And the wonderful thing, when people come to Korea these days, many people are not only looking for K-pop, K-food, Haeundae Beach, they're looking for the 168 steps, or they're looking for the parts of Busan that are real Busan, that are for the locals, that are neighborhood stories. And, you know, that's something very special. So let's share the story of Busan with all of you. If you were visiting Busan for the first time, I'm going to ask you, which place would you say is an absolute must? 그래서 여러분, 오늘 우리 부산에 대해서, 자랑스러운 우리 도시 부산에 대해서 얘기를 할 건데요. 오늘은 부산의 보물 같은 곳에 대한 여러분 의견을 듣고 싶습니다. 그래서 예를 들면 외국에서 온 친구들 부산으로 처음인데 꼭 한 가지 이곳으로 무조건 가야 되는 곳이 있다면 어디죠? 그리고 이유도 같이 보내주시고 그리고 신청곡도 같이 보내주시면 감사하겠습니다. 부산에 관한 노래 되면 좋을 것 같고 근데 뭐 그냥 마음대로 할 수도 있습니다. 그래서 여러분 참여 많이 부탁드립니다. 2부에 우리 플레이리스트를 만들어서 한 명 뽑아서 상품 보내드리겠습니다. 좋죠? So if you had a guest coming to Busan for the first time, which place would you say they must visit? 네, 부산 찾을 사람에게 소개해주고 싶은 보물 같은 곳, 보물 같은 뭐 관광지 아니고 보물 같은 소소하고 뭐 숨어지고 뭐 숨어진 맞아요, hidden. 진짜 뭐 special한 뭐 how can you say there's it's in my brain. 특별한 마음 담긴 곳. All my Korean is just fallen out of my head right there. Anyway, special place 추천해 주시기 바랍니다. Today we've got lots coming up for you. So please do get in touch with us. We've got lots of cool things to discuss today. So please share your stories as well, your opinions as well. Pound 9050 샵 9050 text messages 101. KakaoTalk, YouTube Live free. Get in touch and we'll do it together. I just want to say as well, today we have a T.T.T. Try the Trend UNESCO World Heritage Special. And then in the second half of the show, we've also got Zoom in Busan which is a special UNESCO Heritage, UNESCO World Heritage special as well. All right, but first, 'tis newsfeed.
System check complete. Destination set. Busan.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now making our approach to Busan. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. We've just landed. Welcome to For My Busan. All right, it's time for newsfeed. 여러분, 뉴스피드입니다. Scrolling down, first up. When the bridge disappears. No, it's not a very bad romantic novel. If you've ever seen 광안대교 or Marine City suddenly disappear behind a fog of wall, just like yesterday and a few days ago, here's why it happens. It's not aliens. According to the Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology, or KIOST, they analysed 5 years of satellite data and they found that Busan's summer sea fog, so in Korean, 해무, I like it, 해무, forms when warm and humid air moves over colder water near the coast. Now, in early July, southeastern winds carry all the warm air from farther out at sea towards Busan. And Busan has cooler coastal waters, right? So the air cools and the moisture condenses and creates what's known as 해무. Not 해물, but 해무. So basically, Busan's sea fog is a collabo between the ocean and the atmosphere. They meet and they just make it look like aliens are invading. So the conditions, of course, vary depending on each year, the water temperature, wind, etc. Oh yeah, there's a picture of it. I was driving home and kind of driving through it. It was very fun. Also a little bit scary. But very fun. And so from land, the fog actually, it can look very beautiful. It's dramatic, like the photo we've got on YouTube just now. 광안대교 너무 예쁘다. 마린시티 너무 예쁘다. It disappears into the mist. It's like Studio Ghibli, like magical cartoon. But actually, it can be very dangerous, especially at sea, because visibility can drop to just a few meters. So boats need to slow down. If you're on the Gwangan Bridge, slow down. Anyone who's planning marine activities, check first before you go out. It does look a bit like a movie. But yeah, just stay safe, okay? If you see that sea fog, just try to avoid it if possible. All right, up next. Guess who's coming for dinner? Nope, it's not me. Residents near 백양산 are being warned to watch out for... 맞습니다. 멧돼지. I got an alert on my phone. Is it 멧돼지? 맛돼지? What does met mean? Met. So I always think 맛돼지 because I think delicious 돼지. But anyway, wild boars. Several sightings were reported over the weekend. One near an elementary school in Chopdong, another near an apartment complex in Kaegumdong. And experts say they might be coming down the mountain for two reasons. Number one, mother boars are raising piglets and they need more food. And you can think, oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. Do not confront a mother boar, okay? Number two, heavy rain brings earthworms closer to the surface of the earth, especially around wet leaves and soil near mountain roads. So the boars follow the food and they sometimes end up near homes and busy streets just by accident. So yeah, you got to be careful. Capturing them is very difficult because hunting dogs and firearms are restricted in Busan to help prevent the spread of African swine fever. So if you do see a wild boar, especially one with piglets, don't scream, don't run, stay calm, move backwards slowly and place a tree, a wall or another solid object between you and the animal. Be careful, careful. Okay, finally, proud to be mom obsessed. So there's a new Korean slang term. It's getting a lot of attention online. It's called 어김없이, which is a playful way to describe someone who's completely devoted to their mom. So it's an acronym. It's you can't say it, but it's like 줄임말. 엄마의 사람. Okay? 어김없이. Okay? I'll just say the 줄임말. It's kind of like mama's boy or mama's girl. It doesn't sound really good, or back in the day it didn't. But these days, young Koreans are saying it proudly and giving themselves that label. They're posting videos of themselves on social media and saying, I'm with my mum traveling, I'm with my mum eating, mum's my best friend. There's more behind it though than just this internet trend. A government survey from 2024 actually found that more than half of Koreans aged 19 to 34 still live with their parents, which is fine. And many said money was the reason they haven't moved out. High housing costs, of course, expensive rent, job market, independently living. It's just harder, right? And at the same time, some young people are choosing smaller, familiar social circles, spending more time with family, and they're not going out dating or constantly meeting new people. So the mom trend, I love it. My son adores me because I'm a fabulous mother. I don't know how you feel in a few years, but yeah, I think this is good. I think it's lovely to be, happy with your parents and your mum specifically in this case. But I think it says a bit more about how ideas are changing about relationships and how financial pressure is shaping societal trends, etc. So we'll see. I think enjoying time with mum is very special for everyone. But also, if it's been a while, call your mum. That is all for today's news feed. Let me play you a song, Band-Aids by Katy Perry. Then we'll come back with On the Mic, Made in Busan.
Welcome to On the Mic, made in Busan. I'm Cadra, here with people from the most interesting lab in Busan. 오늘은 부산에서 재미있는 실험을 계속하고 있는 토마토랩의 두 분을 모셨습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 부산에서 재밌는 일 만들고 있는 토마토랩의 대표 토마토라고 합니다.
안녕하세요. 부산에서 기획일 하고 있는 유미입니다. 토마토랩을 함께하고 있습니다.
벌써 향긋한 토마토 향과 그 맛이 느껴지는 것 같아서 소개만으로도 기분이 좋아지는데요. 토마토랩, 토마토 실험실이잖아요. 이 실험실에서는 어떤 실험들이 이루어지나요?
네, 먼저 저희 이름에 담긴 의미를 먼저 말씀드리면 이해가 더 쉬우실 것 같아요. 토마토는 과일의 씨앗을 가졌지만 채소로 분류되는 딱 하나로 정의하기 어려운 존재잖아요. 그래서 저희는 그런 모호함이 오히려 무엇이든 될 수 있는 가능성이라고 생각합니다. 멋쟁이 토마토 동요 아시나요? 노래 속 토마토는 주스나 케첩이 되기보다 춤을 추겠다며 자신만의 길을 선택하죠. 토마토랩 역시 남들이 정해준 기준이 아니라 나만의 방식을 찾고 증명해 나가는 사람들을 위한 실험실입니다. 누군가 정해준 정답이 아니라 내가 선택한 길을 어떻게 하면 더 즐겁고 주체적으로 살아갈 수 있을까에 대한 답을 찾기 위해 재밌는 실험들을 하고 있습니다.
와, 제가 지금까지 헤맸던 그 모든 시간이 위로를 받는 것 같은 그런 설명인데요. 정답이 보이지 않아도 일단 시도해보는 용기가 토마토랩의 철학이라는 그 소개가 좀 울컥하면서도 감동적이더라고요. 지금까지 토마토랩이 해온 시도들이 또 궁금합니다.
네, 우선 제가 일단 시도해보는 용기가 정말 부족한 사람인데요.
아, 그런가요?
네, 토마토랩은 이제 작년 10월에 아무것도 없는 상태에서 일단 부딪혀보자 하고 무턱대고 제가 좋아하는 카페에 가서 같이 재밌는 거 해봅시다 하고 했던 게 이제 시작하게 되었고
네.
그 이후로 부산의 로컬 브랜드들이랑 협업해서 다양한 실험들을 해오고 있는데요. 책 제목 없이 단서만 보고 책을 교환하는 모임, 맥주를 마시면서 멍 때리는 시간, 그리고 미션이 있는 디제잉 파티처럼 조금은 엉뚱한 이벤트들을 기획을 해왔습니다. 프로젝트를 기획하면서 제일 중요하게 생각하는 건 이벤트 자체보다 그 안에서 어떤 경험이 만들어지느냐예요. 함께하는 공간과 브랜드의 매력이 잘 드러날 수 있고 처음 만난 사람들도 자연스럽게 연결될 수 있도록 설계하려고 했었습니다.
그 이면에는 사람과 사람, 브랜드와 사람 사이의 연결이 새로운 기회로 이어졌으면 하는 마음이 있었기 때문이에요. 실제로 행사에서 만난 분들이 친구가 되거나 협업해서 새로운 프로젝트를 만들기도 하고 연인으로 발전한 경우도 있었어요.
와.
올해도 여전히 엉뚱하고 재밌는 프로젝트를 계속 만들고 있습니다. 유행을 따라가지 않고 자발적으로 유행에 뒤처지는 날도 만들었고 몸반 자라버린 어른들을 위한 어른이 날도 열었어요.
아, 그렇군요. 올해 지금 계획하고 계시는 새로운 실험들을 혹시 좀 살짝 스포일러도 해주실 수 있을까요?
네, 작년이 연결의 가능성을 확인하는 시간이었다면 올해는 단순히 재밌는 경험을 만드는 걸 넘어서 조금 더 개인적인 부분에 초점을 맞추려고 하고 있습니다. 토마토랩의 모토가 즐겁게 사는 방법을 연구한다는 건데 사실 즐겁다는 것도 사람마다 의미가 다 다르잖아요.
그렇죠.
그래서 각자가 중요하게 생각하는 가치도 다르고 행복을 느끼는 방식도 다르고 하다 보니까 그런데 우리는 살면서 종종 남들이 좋다고 하는 방향을 따라가느라 정작 내가 진짜 원하는 삶이 뭔지 놓쳐버리기도 하는 것 같아요. 그래서 올해는 어떻게 하면 조금 더 나답게 우리만의 방식으로 즐겁게 살아갈 수 있을까라는 질문을 가지고 여러 실험을 해보려고 하는데 아직 준비 중이지만 살짝 스포해드리자면은 예쁘게 지나가는 일상을 돌아보고 삶의 방향을 점검해보는 회고 모임, 나에게 중요한 가치가 무엇인지 함께 이야기해보는 철학 클럽을 준비를 하고 있어요.
와, 지금까지 소개해주신 이 모든 활동들이 전해 듣는 것만으로 너무너무 재미있어 보이고 또 기획을 하시는 입장에서 굉장한 보람도 있으실 것 같아요. 하지만 그것만으로는 활동을 계속하기는 좀 어려우실 것 같다는 생각도 드는데 토마토랩을 앞으로 가게 하는 동력은 어떤 건가요?
상상만 하던 유치하고 엉뚱한 기획을 실현시켜 볼 수 있다는 점, 수익 등 현실적인 목표로 시작되는 게 아니라 재밌는 상상이 들면 시작할 수 있다는 점, 그래서 현생에 지친 마음을 달래는 탈출구가 되는데 그게 제 동력 같아요. 이것이 토마토랩에겐 특별함이 되는 것 같기도 하네요.
네, 말씀하셨듯이 재미와 보람만으로는 활동을 지속하기가 어렵더라고요.
그쵸.
그래서 저는 아무래도 또 대표다 보니까 브랜드를 계속 운영을 하려면 수익에 대한 고민을 안 할 수가 없었고 근데 토마토랩을 시작을 할 때 뭔가 이걸 돈을 벌자고 만든 브랜드가 아니다 보니까 수익화를 억지로 연결하려고 하니까 저희가 중요하게 생각했던 이런 가치들이랑 충돌하는 그런 것들이 많았어가지고 고민이 좀 많았는데
네.
함께 하고 계신 유미님이 우리 너무 조급해하지 말고 길게 보자라고 얘기해줘서 그 말이 큰 위로가 됐어요. 저한테는 유미님이 함께하고 있다는 사실 자체가 계속 실행할 수 있는 동력이기도 하고 그래서 아마 혼자였으면 아무것도 못했을 것 같습니다. 그리고 무엇보다 저는 재밌는 일을 만들고 사람들이 자기만의 방식으로 삶을 즐길 수 있도록 함께 고민하는 일이 세상에 꼭 필요한 일이라고 믿어요. 그래서 지금은 조급하게 결과를 내려고 하기보다 그 믿음을 가지고 천천히 계속 해보려고 합니다.
와, 정말 감동적인데요. 이런 시도들, 또 실험실의 실험들을 부산에서 계속 하고 계시잖아요. 부산에서 이 활동들을 하고 계시는 특별한 이유가 있을까요?
부산 사람들이 신기하게도 부산을 참 사랑하더라고요.
그쵸.
네, 저희도 마찬가지입니다. 서울은 이미 너무 많은 기회와 모임, 빠르게 생기고 사라지는 컨텐츠들의 도시라 느꼈고 부산은 사람 간의 거리감이나 속도가 조금 다른 도시라고 느꼈어요. 물론 문화나 독립적인 컨텐츠 생태계가 서울보다 작기 때문에 한계도 분명히 존재하고 운영적으로 수익화를 생각하지 않을 수 없어 어려움들이 있습니다. 이 어려움을 어떻게 헤쳐나갈 수 있을까가 앞으로 토마토랩의 과제 같습니다.
네, 저는 본가가 부산이 아닌데 부산이 좋아서 정착하게 됐어요.
네.
본업이 제가 IT 쪽이다 보니까 커리어만 생각하면은 서울이 더 유리할 수도 있었는데 저한테는 일만큼이나 어떤 도시에서 어떤 삶을 살 것인가도 중요했거든요. 그런 면에서 부산은 제가 원하는 라이프 스타일과 가장 잘 맞는 도시였어요. 그래서 부산에서 활동하면서 느끼는 가장 큰 장점은 정말 매력적이고 개성 있는 로컬 브랜드가 진짜 많다는 점.
네.
그래서 새로운 시도를 할 때 응원해 주시고 함께 해 주시는 분들도 되게 많고요. 반면에 아쉬운 점은 좋은 사람들은 정말 많은데 정작 이런 분들이 서로 만날 기회는 생각보다 많지가 않더라고요.
아, 그렇군요.
그래서 비슷한 관심사와 취향을 가진 사람들이 자연스럽게 연결되고 관계를 만들어가는 문화가 부산에서도 좀 많아졌으면 좋겠다는 생각을 자주 했었고 그런 마음에서 토마토랩도 시작을 하게 됐습니다.
네.
그래서 사람들이 만나고 연결하는 과정 자체가 즐거운 경험이 되고 그 연결이 또 다른 이야기로 이어지는 문화를 만들어 보고 싶었습니다.
와, 정말 너무 아쉽지만 벌써 마지막 질문인데요. 혹시 토마토랩을 표현할 수 있는 영어 단어를 하나 골라주신다면 어떤 단어일까요?
토마토랩을 표현하는 단어로는 unbound를 고르고 싶습니다. 얽매이지 않은 경계가 없는 무한한 가능성을 가진다는 뜻인데요. 스스로에게 중요한 가치를 찾아가고 나만의 방식으로 즐겁게 사는 법을 고민하는 토마토랩의 모든 실험은 결국 내가 만든 한계 혹은 남이 만들어 놓은 기준에서 조금씩 자유로워지는 과정이라고 생각합니다. 그래서 앞으로도 정답을 찾기보다 가능성을 넓혀가는 실험을 계속해보려고 합니다. 저희의 한계가 어디까지인지 기대가 되기도 하고요.
오늘 이렇게 말씀 나눠주셔서 감사합니다. 무엇이든 될 수 있는 토마토랩의 인터뷰였습니다. 지금까지 On the Mic, Made in 부산이었습니다.
Yes, that was Cadra. Thank you very much, Cadra, for that lovely interview. And to our team today who were interviewed, Tomato Lab, a creative community based here in Busan that encourages people to explore life beyond fixed answers. Very important. So it was inspired by the idea that, like a tomato, we don't have to fit into just one category. I don't know. Anyway, I like it. But I have to think about it. It's a brain scratcher, right? But they create playful projects and they help people connect and reflect and just basically discover their own path. And so in the interview, they shared why they chose to build the community here in Busan. They also hope to strengthen connections between the local people and brands. So go and check them out, Tomato Lab, and see what their next experiment will be. And if you want to be on the mic, please get in touch. We'd love to share your story. All right, it's time for me to skip on over to T.T.T. Before that, remember, today we're asking you for our World Heritage Special. Which place would you recommend to a visitor visiting Busan for the first time and not like a tourist destination, like a real hidden gem. 네, 여러분 오늘 부산에 대해서 얘기를 할 건데요. 그래서 부산을 방문한 사람이 꼭 가봐야 한다라고 생각하는 곳이 있나요? 보물 같은 곳. 뭐 관광지 말고 보물 같은 곳 있다면 알려주시기 바랍니다. 샵 9050 pound 9050 or KakaoTalk. All right, let's get on to it. It's time to T.T.T. Yeah. We just figured out it's not time
what time
to
is
T.T.T.
it?
It's T.T.T.
Which stands for?
Time to try the trend.
Ooh.
It's like 가가.
Oh, 가가지. So it's like the quintuple trend. Yes, this is the 가 that you've been waiting for.
You are the 가.
Yeah, thank you.
가가.
갑니다. 왔어요.
갑니다. That's fun. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Yes, it's nice to be indoors.
Very nice today. You look very,
thank you.
very UNESCO-y.
Yeah, it's like a living heritage.
Yeah.
무형 문화재.
Is this-
무형 수다 문화재.
진짜 수다 무용제.
that's true.
This is kind of like it feels very, my words are gone today, fusion hanbok.
I didn't buy it with that specific purpose, but then today it is tied to our theme, and I am nothing if not on theme. Do I dare do a little spoiler? I'm gonna step away from the microphone, so can you feel the airwaves
Oh, yes.
for a bit? Yeah.
Do.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Haley's got a thing. Well, let me explain for anyone who's not got a visual.
All right.
Haley has a dangling thing dangling from her waist. What are they called?
놀이개.
놀이개.
The little like hanbok charms. I mean, they're called 놀이개. To explain it into English, they're like the little hanbok charms, the decorative, chains that would dangle from one's 저고리.
It's so beautiful.
thank
저고리
you.
is the
top.
vest.
Yeah, the
vest,
top.
어떻게 말하면 되지?
저고리. Just the top.
저고리 is like it's a little jacket maybe.
Well, it is
한복 jacket
the
type
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So trends. TTT.
Yes.
So why am I wearing a 놀이개 for a trend? Am I trying to make this happen? Well, let's hope so because I've got some
Maybe.
pretty ones.
예쁘다.
I had to. These are from my mom's.
You should put them on
collection.
your.
Should I on my ears? I
Yes.
used to do that when I was a baby, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, because I didn't have my ears pierced back then, and I wanted to wear these, so my mom birthed and raised a clown.
Yes.
Yes. So I would do this and be like, Mom, aren't I pretty? And she's like, why are you like this?
예쁜데?
I'm a lady.
좋은데?
I'm a lady.
I like it.
It's a lot of questions that you don't want answers to. But so trends are by nature of the time. Trendy, right? But sometimes trends come back. Sometimes you don't want the trends to come back. I'm liking the barrel jeans, the big jeans. I am crossing my fingers that the skinny jeans never make a comeback because
I just gave mine all away today.
oh, you still had them.
They were just sitting in a folded pile.
Interesting. That is all right. So there we go. I really hope for the sake of my legs and circulation. I hope not. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I am taking us hundreds of years back.
Ooh.
Because as we're talking about, Busan City is host to the UNESCO World Heritage Committee meeting. Welcome, everybody. We're in town. They've officially opened. We are enshrouded in history. We are living and breathing history. So it is a great opportunity for us to explore the trends of the past.
Trends of yore. I thought you were like your. My
no, not
what?
your.
Not
Y-O-R-E. Your. Like the olden days.
The trends of yore.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. With that accent. So for this week's TTT, we are going back to 신라 and 조선.
Do you know, this is very easy for you because for multiple years you did a good old history segment.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. And I love museums.
Yeah.
And, a really nice way to go to art exhibitions, museums, and art galleries is to look around and be like, what piece do I want? If I had unlimited budget, if I were a billionaire and could be like, this, pack it up, charge me whatever, and then I'll make a donation, what piece would you take home?
항아리.
항아리, the jars.
I love 항아리. Like big 항아리. But I also have a 4-year-old.
Oh, who likes to break the jars?
Well, just would probably want to sit on it, touch it, roll it, climb it, do whatever. So maybe once the children are grown up and off to college,
In a few
항아리.
years. In a few years. So let's go dive right into 신라. identified by Buddhism, golden accessories, and international trade. So if you are all about globe-trotting, gold, the glitz, and the glamour, 신라 could be your personal color, as the kids say.
I like it.
Yeah. So they're quite flashy. As in expensive, luxurious, extravagant, and expensive. So, for a while, how I remember we had the culture of open runs, the Konglish word. You would line up at usually a designer brand store before they open to make sure you got the goods. Well, this is a tradition that goes back to 신라, or at least the people of Shilla. We need to figure out the moniker for the people of Shilla. Shillites, Shillians. Anyways, I kind of like Shillites personally. The people of Shilla would line up, would do open runs. Also, universal is the judgment over such luxury. Be like, well, she must be young money, old money.
Yeah.
All of that. So what am I basing my wild statements on?
I love it.
Well, King Hungdong in the year 840 was angry at his subjects. Why? Well, the society was rampant with this flashy extravagance. People are just spending their money willy-nilly. Indulgence.
Willy-nilly.
Indulgence, this dismissal of domestic art and products, the anti-Shinto-Buri spirit that didn't exist back then. But they were chasing after the imported goods. 외제품, 사치품. So what did he do? You ban them.
Yeah.
That's what happens in absolute monarchies. He's like, you know what? No. So he banned certain fashion items, which is a testament to how popular that fashion item was. But it gives us a glimpse into what was trending back then. So what sei was trending? For royal women, you may not use golden or silver threads. Peacock feathers and kingfisher's feathers, pichimo, for their belts.
Interesting.
This is oddly specific.
Yeah.
Golden thread, silver thread. So what is pichimo? That. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to our .tube screen. The beautiful little bird, actually.
Don't be taking the feathers off the birds.
I'm hoping they just naturally shed. We're gonna be in land of naivete and we're gonna go with it. So, look at it. The beautiful feathers were the it fashion item. I get it. It's that turquoise teal. I'm thinking teal.
Turquoise, teal, but it's got both. It's got the turquoise teal, it's got the water shimmer. It's just beautiful.
It was really beautiful. And I look good in jewel tones. I get it. So they were even smuggled in after they were labeled as extravagances and restricted. Also, peacock feathers. They were imported from India and Southeast Asia. Another term, though, 슬슬전, was peak luxury. Well, what is that? So these are carved emerald. You would carve layers of emerald and then put them together and stick them on to your belts and hats as decorations. So that isn't to say, though.
I read something about that recently.
Pray tell.
That these days, mum's jewelry or grandma's jewelry is back.
Yeah. Time to...
Emerald, specifically.
I raided.
Yeah.
I raided my mom's collection of 3 doriges. So the thing is, then you might be wondering, well, if you had to import all the way from Southeast Asia, the peacock feathers, what was wrong with domestic art? Nothing. They're beautiful. But then we always crave what we don't have. Grass is greener on the other side, blah, blah, blah. Fine metal carving was the thing. So golden crowns, golden belts, intricately carved defined Shilla royalty. So intricacy. Well, for example, earlier, was it last year? The Shilla crown kind of became the center of attention of the world because our president gifted it to another president. So gold and gold-plated decorations were really popular, not only for jewelry, as jewelry, but for your coaches, for your matcha. So they decked out their vehicles. For your homes, again, to the point, the king, he was against all the fun. He was banned from using gold plating and gold decorations.
Nope.
So but then, you ban something and it's reverse psychology.
You want it more.
Exactly. You're just creating a niche market for it. Even according to scholars, again, from abroad, they came to Shilla because it was on the Silk Road. And they were like, this kingdom is ridiculous. Even dogs have collars made of gold. Literally, 개목줄 was made of gold, showing how common gold was. But then, this indulgence would mark the start of the fall of the dynasty. Because towards the end of the dynasty, even Buddhist monks who are supposed to have this ascetic lifestyle were swimming in luxury. They're kind of like Scrooge McDuck swimming in the gold coin pond. Aristocrats and royals impose heavier taxes. And that's the thing. If you want to fund your extravagance, you got to tax the peasants. And the peasants would lead to revolt. This would lead to revolt and ultimately the toppling of the dynasty.
Yeah. That's very interesting. And if we put this similar story into today, no king's protest.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. So we know that, well, now that we know about the trends during the Shilla dynasty, let's go to Joseon.
Yes, so fashion is in full bloom. So hanbok, as we know today, the shorter 저고리, the top is shorter, and the full skirt. But then, you know how tops go through different lengths in modern day fashion? So are you more of like the cropped shirt girly, or are you more of like the leggings with the long tunic flowy? I rocked some tunics with some leggings and boots back in my day.
I think everything. I was everything. Like, whatever.
You embraced it.
Just anything.
You would have done great in Joseon, because in early Joseon, the 저고리 started hip length. So they were quite long. And then they went up and up and up and up and up.
So they got
Actually,
like,
at some point they did.
Here.
I mean, they were wearing skirts underneath.
Yeah.
So the trend leaders back then were the courtesans, the 기생, who are artists in their own right, fashion leaders, models. So then it would kind of trickle to the upper class, the aristocrats, and you could see how flashy, how like in vogue they were. So the short 저고리 was offset by the long full skirt and then layers with layers. So you can actually see this kind of like, how fashion magazines do show you the trends at the time. We look at paintings. So for example, later Joseon artist 신윤복, so his famous pieces of art, 미인도, the beauty of Joseon. So you see the quintessential trend. Shorter 저고리, definitely a full skirt, and look at her hair.
Yeah, looks like
Big hair. Like looks like a huge bun.
And then they got the pin coming out the side of the hair as well.
The piñas coming out the side, and the sleeves are real tight. And she's wearing a 노리개 as well. So yeah, there we go. So major difference between Shilla and Joseon though was gold, because in Joseon, gold mining was banned. So that unfortunately led to the skills of goldsmiths kind of diminishing because they couldn't practice it. But then, so that's Shilla. But then in the place of gold became precious stones. So that's why we see like jade. Like the rings, coral, and for the lower classes, cloth, wood, and leather. So 노리개 was the perfect ornament because this was a pop of color, mostly thread, and then silver or bronze in this case. A little ASMR here. This is fake silver, and then some jewels here, some stones, really beads. So it also kind of had this almost shamanistic belief that it would ward off bad luck. Right. So kind of with tassels, metal stone. The number of tassels also denoted how fancy it was. For daily use, you would see the bundles. The one I'm wearing is 2. Has 2. Can you see it? Kind of see it.
We can see it.
Yeah. I wore the 2 one because I'm at work.
Yes.
So this is work appropriate. These have 3. So they would be for kind of black tie events. Sorry, you guys don't get my black tie attire. Invite me to a fancy event and maybe I'll wear it. Anyway, so they're also functional because not this one, this is just pretty, but for this, it would open, not this version, but this would pop open and then you would have like incense or herbs or spices in here as a perfume.
So you wouldn't be stinking it up.
So this would be your little perfume packet.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm very curious because a lot of Western, I say Western, I know specifically Western European, people smelled bad. People smelled very bad.
Well, this is before soap was invented.
Well, it was before soap. That's it, right? And also, depending on where you were in society, clean water was a bit of a luxury.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe you had a bath once a week.
If that.
If that. And so what people would do is they would douse themselves in whatever perfume was of the time to stop the smell from,
Exactly. They would kind of cover it up.
leaking out. And so that's a great idea to have a little pouch.
Exactly. And then it would just kind of sit by your waist. Another thing going back to that, big hair. Because
yeah.
in that painting, 월화정인, you see the woman's head covered up, but there's definitely volume underneath her little veil. So unmarried women. So for me, I would have to have my hair in a braid.
Yeah, I knew that one. It's the same for Japanese culture as well. There's something about hair that you have to, if you're unmarried, you have to put it up, or if you're married, you can.
For your case, you could have it a bit fancier. So hair got big. And the thought was the bigger, the more beautiful. So during King Seongjong's reign, so that was mid to late 1400s, everything was bigger. Big hair wigs were up to 30 centimeters in diameter.
Love it. Take my money.
Yeah, but then the thing is, it's heavy.
Yeah.
There's actually a full-out record of a young woman, 13 years old, a wife, just whole big thing, whose neck broke because of the weight of her wig, which is also 13.
Terrible.
I'm sure she was very tiny. So this got so extravagant. Once again, they banned it.
Yeah.
They banned big hair. And then in late 1700s, the big wigs got banned. So fashion, to start to wrap up, is a huge industry in modern times, but then also in ancient times as well. It's also a reflection, a really interesting anthropological look into the times, the values, the virtues, and also what kind of economic prosperity. Like you could afford to have big hair because you had money. So if this interested you, learn more about history, relics, the heritage this month. It is the perfect month to do so here in Busan, and the stories behind the pieces in museums, and look and see what pieces you might want to take home.
Look a bit longer.
Yeah.
Think about, how is that? Okay. So
And
I'm
imagine
looking
the
at
crown on you.
Yeah. We are queens. I was looking at that picture of the woman playing a game with a man. And that's very interesting. Because I think, at that time, would it have been proper
A little
for men
taboo.
to play with women?
And
So
that's
you gotta
why,
think about
that's why that would be at, very late at night. They were hiding under the moonlight.
I love it. I
Yes,
love this
yes.
art. Look at these two guys peeking over over the wall into the girls' garden.
Yes.
Humanity is humanity, no matter the time. Oh, it was so nice to hear all about this, Hayley. It's that we're pretty much nerds when it comes to history.
Oh, for sure.
So very interesting, and I hope you're going to have fun at the Bexco at the UNESCO World Heritage.
I might stroll in with my
events.
놀이개.
Just do rock up, meet G-Dragon, and have a
There we
cup
go.
of tea.
There we go.
It'll be good. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. It's time for me to say goodbye for the first half. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you in the second half from 5 p.m. This is Lynn. 시간을 거슬러, or back in time. And I'll see you back here in just a few.
빛은 흐려지고 창가에 요란히 내리는 빗물 소리만큼 시린 기억들이 내 맘 붙잡고 있는데 갈수록 짙어져가 그리움에 잠겨 시간을 거슬러 갈 순 없나요
BeFM 부산 영어 방송.
자갈치 시장의 활기찬 목소리. 영도 앞바다를 수놓은 은빛 윤슬. 우리가 지켜온 부산의 소중한 모습들입니다. 이제 부산은 그 이상의 내일을 준비합니다. 첨단을 달리는 에코 델타시티의 일상부터 가덕도 신공항의 하늘길, 그리고 유라시아와 북극을 잇는 북극 항로까지 세계를 향한 거침없는 도약. 그 엔진은 바로 부산 사람입니다.
우리가 부산입니다.
우리가 부산입니다.
우리가 부산입니다.
당신의 자부심이 부산의 미래를 만듭니다. 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
모든 지식을 인공지능이 찾아주는 시대. 하지만 정답을 찾는 기술보다 중요한 것은 세상을 새롭게 바라보는 눈입니다. 예술을 경험한다는 것은 익숙한 세상을 새롭게 바라보게 하고, 예술을 교육한다는 것은 인공지능 시대에 맞는 인재를 키우게 합니다. 바다를 품은 자연과 활기찬 도시의 일상이 예술이 되고 영감이 되는 곳. 부산이라는 거대한 도화지 위에서 창의력이 피어나고 상상력이 자라납니다. 예술로 생각이 자라는 도시, 예술도시 부산. 이 캠페인은 창의적 사고로 예술을 키우는 동서대학교 앵커 사업단과 부산 영어방송이 함께합니다.
This summer is expected to be hotter than in previous years, so please take extra caution when spending time outdoors. To help prevent heat-related illness, check weather updates regularly and avoid outdoor activities during periods of extreme heat. If outdoor work or activities are unavoidable, please wear a hat or use a parasol, take regular breaks in the shade, and drink plenty of water. We also encourage everyone to look out for neighbors and family members who may be living alone. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of the Interior and Safety.
아직 어렵게 느껴지는 영어. 아이들 영어는 어떻게 챙기시나요? 부산 영어방송이 준비한 어린이 영어 콘텐츠 세상. BeFM 키즈 영상 채널이 여러분을 찾아갑니다. 샘 해밍턴과 윌 벤저스 그리고 모모랜드 낸시가 함께하는 BeFM 키즈에서 영어로 듣는 부산 설화와 전래동화, 재밌는 파닉스 영어, 신나는 K-팝 영어까지 만나보세요. 우리 아이의 영어 실력과 창의력을 쑥쑥 키워줄 특별한 어린이 영어 채널 BeFM 키즈가 여러분을 기다립니다. 지금 바로 BeFM 키즈를 검색하고 구독해주세요.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
엄마가 얘기하는 거 따라해봐. 부산이 좋아요.
부산이 좋아요.
For my 부산.
For my 부산.
부산으로 오세요. For my 부산.
부산? For my 부산.
부산하면 For my Busan.
하나, 둘, 셋.
부산 is good. For my 부산.
You are listening to For My Busan.
Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to the second half of For My Busan. It's Tuesday, the 21st of July. I was going to say September. It's not September yet, don't worry. 21st of July, we are officially 3 weeks into the month. Have you been enjoying your summer so far? I hope so. I certainly hope so. Lots going on in beautiful Busan this summer, so please do come and spend some time with us if you have some time to spend. Speaking of Busan, we are here. This is BeFM, Busan 영어 방송, Busan English Broadcasting입니다. And For My Busan is with you every day, well, Monday through Friday from 4:05 p.m. till 6 p.m. and Saturday, Sunday from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. So please do join us. You can find us again on YouTube for the 다시 보기 or watch again. And you can also find us on the website at befm.or.kr and download all of our past episodes, minus the songs, and you can hear all of our segments and etc., etc. So, yeah, glad you could make it today. We have a very special going on because the UNESCO World Heritage what is it called? Exhibition, Expo. It's the committee, I know. But there's so many things going on, right? So it's today we're having UNESCO World Heritage Special. And I've asked you, as our text topic today, if someone you know was visiting Busan for the first time, what is a place that you would recommend to that visitor? Now, I'm not talking about Gwangalli Beach or Haeundae Beach, talking about real hidden treasures, like something worthy of a UNESCO World Heritage visit, right? 그래서 여러분 오늘은 부산의 보물 같은 곳에 대한 얘기를 하고 있습니다. 여러분 의견을 받고 싶습니다. 네, 부산을 찾은 사람에게 소개해주고 싶은 보물 같은 곳 있는지 알려주시기 바랍니다. 관광지 말고 근데 깊은 의미가 담긴 곳 아니면 진짜 역사적인 중요한 곳, 특별한 곳 소개를 할 수 있다면 알려주시기 바랍니다. 이유도 같이 보내주시고 그곳은 왜 소개하고 싶습니까? 그리고 당연히 우리 플레이리스트를 만들 거예요. 그래서 여러분 신청곡도 받고 있습니다. 혹시 부산에 관련된 노래가 있다면 그거도 잘 받겠습니다. 근데 그 외에도 어떤 그냥 듣고 싶은 노래가 있으면 알려주시기 바랍니다. 샵 9050 pound 9050 카카오톡 or YouTube Live. Text messages 101. Everything else is free. 공짜 무료. 좋습니다. 그죠? All right, lots coming up for you in the second half as well, but today is Tuesday, which means it's time for one of our younger team of producers to head out into the city to create something fabulous. And FYI, this is a video segment as well as an audio segment. So if you can, hop on to YouTube, search for BeFM or Busan 영어 방송, click the live circle-y thing and you'll pop up with us and you'll get to watch us as, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm watching it for the first time as well. This is Chae-Soo PD's Zoom in Busan. Let's have a look.
Welcome to Zoom in Busan. Each week, we explore different places, meet visitors and locals, and discover what makes each location truly special.
Hi, I'm Ange, and today we are visiting a place that is quite literally where the past and the present coexist with each other. Yes, that's right. Today we are here at the Amidong Tombstone Culture Village.
At first glance, this neighborhood looks like a quiet hillside village, full of narrow alleys and closely packed homes. But if you look closely, you'll notice something unusual. Stones that seem to support walls, steps, and even house foundations. These are not ordinary stones. They are remnants of old tombstones from the Japanese cemetery that once stood here. We showed them a picture of a pisok, a tombstone, and we asked them if they knew where it came from. Do you think people know the history of this village? Let's find out.
Right, so we have just run into a lovely visitor. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Pauline.
Pauline, lovely. And where are you from?
I'm from France.
Wonderful. Okay, and what brings you to the Amidong Tombstone Village today?
I'm just passing from In Busan for a few days, and I was let's have a look.
Okay, and did you go to the Gamcheon village before this one?
Yes.
What brought you to Busan?
So I'm traveling without taking the plane.
Without taking a plane?
Yes.
So just boats and
buses and ferry and train and yeah.
Wow, that is so cool. Okay, and where were you before this?
I was in Japan.
Okay.
For like 2 months.
Okay.
So I took a ferry to
Korea.
Yeah, to Korea, and I did the same thing to come to Japan.
Yeah, and do you know the history of this village?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, and I was actually wondering, like, because I'm from France and I know very well, like, Le Petit Prince, so the Little Prince.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I need to have a look on that because I was really wondering why.
Okay. So Bisok in Korean actually means tombstone. Right, so this place actually used to be, when it was occupied by the Japanese, many Japanese people were actually buried here. But during the Korean War, when Busan was declared a capital of the country, many refugees actually came here and they didn't have much. So they just had to kind of build houses wherever they could. And so they built houses literally on top of the cemetery.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. You didn't know that at all?
No, I just saw like some tombstone and I was like, okay, I'll have a look like after, you know,
Yes.
but...
Wonderful. Well, thank you for visiting and I hope that you enjoy the village.
안녕하세요. 이름은 양숙이요.
예, 할머니, 네, 만나서 반갑습니다. 얼마 동안 여기 이 동네에서 살았습니까?
이 동네 한 50년 살았어요.
50년? 와, 진짜 오래 살았습니다, 할머니.
올 때 갈 데가 없어갖고 이 아갖고서요. 그때 뭐 질도 없고 집도 별로 없어. 이제는 집이 꽉 찼어요, 많고. 집도 많이 들었었고.
네.
언제는 살이야 많이 좋아져서 버스 그때는 차 안 다니고 길이 이렇게 골목길이었거든.
네.
그런데 이제 살살 높여갖고 이제 질도 커지고 좋아지고.
예.
사람도 많이 살고.
예. 그리고 할머니 혹시 여기 이 마을 역사 잘 아니까 혹시 이 사진 보면 이거 혹시 뭔지 알아요?
이 앞에 이런 데 있는 거 아닌가? 보자. 여기가 사진 찍으려면 입에서 보고 가.
예. 갑시다. 예. 네, 감사합니다. 와, 할머니 바로 있습니다. 여기 할머니 집인가요? 너무 좋아요. 진짜 비석 직접 보는 게 너무 신기합니다.
한양 해양대학교 교수님이 와서 팔아쿠는 걸 내가 안 팔았다. 그때 당시에 본래 내보고 20만 원 받고 팔아쿠는 걸 내가 200만 원 줘도 안 팔라요 했다.
할머니 오늘 푹 쉬세요.
네, 고맙소.
너무 감사합니다. 인터뷰 해주셔서. 네.
한 잔 줄까?
커피 괜찮습니다. 제가 벌써 커피 거의 3잔 마셔서 오늘 예, 성함은 어떻게 되세요?
저는 그 마을 해설사 김윤정이라고 합니다.
예. 여기에 대해 혹시 설명해 줄 수 있습니까?
네. 이곳은 원래 일제강점기 때 있던 일본인들의 공동묘지였던 장소거든요. 근데 이제 한국 전쟁으로 인해서 피난민들이 부산으로 대거 이제 내려오면서 여기도 이제 그 무덤이었던 자리에 이제 피난민들이 와서 이제 정착해서 살다가 이제 마을이 형성이 됐어요. 그런데 아직까지도 그때 당시에 있던 무덤 흔적들이 남아 있는 곳이 이제 곳곳에 있어서 그런 걸 이제 역사를 보러 오시는 분들이 종종 계셔서 저희들이 주말에만 이제 봉사로 이제 안내도 해드리고 이제 설명도 해드리고 이렇게 하고 있어요.
너무 좋아요. 그러면 혹시 방문객은 너무 많습니까?
근데 그렇게 많지는 않은데 지금 부산에 이제 7월에 유네스코 그 위원회가 왔잖아요. 그 행사 때문에 이제 많이 찾아들 오시고 이렇게 스탬프 찍는 행사들도 이제 많이 있어가지고 이제 그것 때문에 좀 그래도 많이 늘었어요.
Today, the village stands as a powerful reminder of the resilience and determination of those who survived the Korean War. Its unique history has made it one of Busan's most significant heritage sites, and efforts are currently underway to have it recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Amidong Tombstone Village is a space of remembrance, resilience, and everyday life. And it's time to zoom out. See you next time!
Oh, that was so nice. Thank you very much, Ange, for that lovely. Nice to have Ange with us for a second time this week, although we've not seen her yet. I mean, she'll be here tomorrow. But yeah, I love that. That was really nice. So actually, just a bit of background. Each week, BeFM's newbie producers bring us their own segments, right? And it's always a video segment. And so this one is Tae-Soo PD. And it was a UNESCO World Heritage special for the Zoom in Busan segment because this is a very, very important part of Busan. And actually, many people don't even know that they're walking around such a historically significant area. So discovering some hidden gems, very important. Amidong Tombstone Village, or Amidong 비석 문화마을. It's a place where history and memory and everyday life just quietly get on together, you know, side by side. It's a real, I don't want to say juxtaposition, but it's quite a busy tourism area, actually, because it's not far from the Kamcheon Munamar, right? But that place is, if you don't know the history of it, you're just walking around thinking, oh, this is nice. This is a nice little village. But it's so deep in terms of how meaningful just even the buildings are, the roads are. So it's a quiet hillside village, and it became a sanctuary for hundreds of thousands of refugees, where Busan was designated as the wartime capital during the Korean War. But this, the interesting thing about it, as you saw in the video, it's hard to recognize, from the picture what these things are. But I'm not sure, maybe this isn't on the air, so I can say the name of it. I used to work for another broadcaster as a freelancer while I was working for BeFM, and it was a TV show called 유네스코 위원회. And basically, the premise of the show was we would go out and visit areas that were like UNESCO worthy destinations, and we called it 부네스코 because not UNESCO, but like Busan. So it was 부네스코 위원회. We went to the Amidong Culture Village and we heard the stories, because a historian was on the team, about how during the war, that used to be a graveyard for Japanese soldiers and Japanese residents. And so when the refugees came into that area, obviously there was nothing, and so they had to build with what was available. And so some people started tearing up these gravestones, and some people thought this is really bad news, this is bad karma, bad juju. A lot of people didn't want to be involved, but a lot of, you must survive, right? So they pulled them up and they started building houses out of these tombstones. And after a while, it just became, you build on top of build on top of build. And they became really foundational to the structure and the integrity of the buildings around them and of the village itself. So it's a very significant record of Busan's modern history. It's a, residential area, remnants of the past, touristic draw, and beautiful. So definitely qualified to lead and be listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a testament to our city's wartime resilience and the resilience of people, I think. So back next time, 3 weeks later, for another Zoom in Busan. Thank you very much. 수고하셨습니다, PD님. 너무너무 잘하셨습니다. And one more time, thank you, Ange. All right, today we are gathering songs and messages for our playlist. So send us your messages. Where is one place that you would recommend to someone coming to Busan for the first time? Somewhere like Amidong Tombstone Culture Village, or not your Gwangalis, not your Haeundae beaches, somewhere that's got real, wow, I never knew that. Wow, that's really special. Something like that. Not a tourism hotspot, but something more, I don't know, something deeper. 여러분, 오늘 우리 부산에 대해서 얘기를 하잖아요. 근데 부산에 찾아온 사람한테 추천할 만한 곳에 대해서 얘기를 하는데, 관광지 말고 진짜 보물 같은 곳, 뭐 와 여기는 진짜 깊은 의미가 담긴 곳 아니면 특별한 문화적인 곳, 뭐 역사적인 곳이라고 생각하는 곳이 있다면 알려주시기 바랍니다. 그리고 왜 그곳이 추천하고 싶은지 이유도 같이 보내주시면 감사하고 마지막으로 무조건 노래 듣고 싶으시면 신청곡도 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 우리는 다 모아서 플레이리스트를 만들어서 한 명 뽑아서 상품 보내드리겠습니다. 그래서 참여 많이 부탁드리겠습니다. 샵 9050 pound 9050 카카오톡 is free, YouTube Live is free, but the text message is 101. All right, this is 도들이 with Just Like a Dream. I'll be back with Laura's Quick Dive after this.
처음 본 순간에 You take my breath away 맘은 무너지네 말해줘 why you act so cold 차가운 말로 배 상처나면 돼 없고 여긴 나 홀로 잠 못 들어 날로 넌 내 맘속에 해지고 맺지 so what should I do 어둠 속 길이로 방황한 찰나엔 할비준 그대 꿈만 같았다 천번을 불러도 돌아보지 않고 떠나가버린 너 사라져 눈감으시는 길은 날 두고 가세요 따스한 말들도 꿈만 같았다 비맞아 달콤했던 그대 빈속에 그 얼굴 뺏겼네 나 홀로 잠 못 드는 all night long 넌 내 맘속에 해지고 맺지 so what should I do 어둠 속 길이로 방황한 찰나엔 할비준 그대 꿈만 같았다 천번을 불러도 돌아보지 않고 떠나가버린 너 사라져 눈 감으시는 길은 날 두고 가세요 따스한 말들도 꿈만 같았다 흩어지고 바스러지고 계속해서 사라지는 꿈 불러봐도 메아리만 채워 너는 운명 같은 꿈 웃어 보이리라 털어버리리라 흰 노를 날리라 너는 꿈만 같았다 이제야 나를 벗었다 꿈만 같았다 님 가시는 길은 날 두고 가세요 따스한 말들도 꿈만 같았다
All right, it's time for Laura's Quick Dive. This is where I wear my heart on my sleeve and usually complain about things, but not today, my friends. Not today. So sorry if you're disappointed and you want my complaining. You can tune in any other day for me complaining. So many people know about the UNESCO World Heritage Committee. It's been here in Busan since last Sunday, and there are so many different events going on. It's a huge event. It's a very important meeting because it decides which cultural and natural heritage sites should be added to the UNESCO World Heritage List, and also how existing World Heritage sites should be protected for the future, right? Especially meaningful because it's the first time it's been held actually here in Korea, and Busan has held it for the very first time. So congratulations, Busan. It's only me clapping. It sounds very sad, but I hope you're clapping at home too. So yes, basically, Busan is trying to become a new UNESCO World Heritage Site, not for one destination. It's quite unique. It's for wartime capital during the Korean War. because there are so many locations in Busan that were historically incredibly significant and need to be preserved for the future. So during the Korean War, just to give you some background, many important government buildings, also refugee communities, historical sites, etc., still remain from that period. Of course, wear and tear has made them not as they were exactly, but that's the reason that Busan wants to create to put them on the UNESCO World Heritage Site list. So these places tell the story of how Busan protected the country during one of the most difficult times in Korean history. And right now, these sites are on UNESCO's tentative list. Yes, tentative. It means they are candidates for World Heritage status. The question is, how does one become a World Heritage Site? Indeed. So how does a place become a UNESCO World Heritage Site? So first of all, you have to apply, right? And the country places the site on the tentative list, and then experts will visit the site. UNESCO experts. They will come to the site, study its history, its authenticity, conservation, etc. And after that, they write an evaluation. Finally, the 21-member UNESCO World Heritage Committee reviews the reports and then makes the final decision. So it's a long process. I think we've been trying to do this for years. But anyway, the committee meeting itself is mainly for the experts, right? Government representatives. But there are lots and lots of events that we can enjoy. The GP, general public. And so if you haven't already visited Bexco, please do, because you can learn all about Korea's World Heritage Sites. There's exhibitions, there's cultural performances, traditional crafts, special programs, all held here, of course, in Busan. It's not just another international conference, right? This is a huge event, and it's for everybody. Actually, kids, grown-ups, and I think especially very important for the kids to learn about the past, and maybe also some of the older part or the older generations in our society to remember the past as well. Go and check it out. It's a very important opportunity for Busan to introduce history and culture to the world. And at the same time, it reminds us that preserving heritage is not just about protecting the past, it's about passing on all of those stories to our future generations as well. Stories intact as well, stories as they were. Lots of stuff going on at Bexco, and I'm sure other places all around the city as well. Please do go and check it out. And that's all from a quick dive today. Not one complaint, not even half a complaint. I'm very proud of myself. I didn't think I could go a whole 5 minutes without saying something negative, but there we go. Just kidding. It's just for fun, right? It's just for fun. All right, let me play you a song. This is The Remedy by Jason Mraz. I'll be back with the playlist after this.
Well, I saw fireworks from the freeway, and behind closed eyes I can't make them go away. Cause you were born on the 4th of July. Freedom ring, well, something on the surface, it stinks. I see something on the surface, well, it kinda makes me nervous to say that you deserve this. And what kind of God would serve this? We will cure this dirty old disease. Well, if you got the poison, I've got the remedy. The remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I says the comedy is that it's serious. This is a strange enough new play on words. I said the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine the light on all of your friends. Well, it all amounts to nothing in the end. after this, the unavoidable kiss with a minty fresh death breath is sure to outlast this catastrophe. Dance with me, cause if you got the poison, I've got the remedy. The remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I says the comedy, is that it's serious? This is a strange enough new play on words. I said the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine the light on all of your friends when it all amounts to nothing in the end. I won't worry my life away. I won't worry my life away. When I fall in love, I take my time. There's no need to hurry when I'm making up my mind. You can turn off the sun, but I'm still gonna shine. And I'll tell you why. Because the remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I says the comedy is that it's serious. This is a strange enough new play on words. I say the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine the light on all of your friends when it all amounts to nothing in the end. 'Cause I won't worry my life away. I won't worry my life away. I won't worry my
Can you hear it? Feel the sound of Busan. Your city, your story, your vibe. Tune into For My Busan.
Okay, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to For My Busan. The time is now 5:29 p.m. In case you just woke up, it's 5:29 p.m. And it's time for our Busan playlist. This is the segment of the show where I gather your song requests, I gather your messages, read the messages, and play the songs. Easy peasy. Today, I asked you to share with me some places you think are perfect for introducing to someone who's visiting Busan for the first time. 네, 오늘의 주제는 부산에 처음 오신 분들에게 소개할 만한 곳 네, 추천해 주시기 바랍니다라고 했거든요. 그래서 여러분 진짜 많이 보내주셨는데 너무 감사하고 Thank you so much because you've sent so many places. 근데 I'm not sure we'll have time to read everybody's messages. 최대한 많이 해드리겠습니다. Okay? 최대한 많이. Okay, so a place that you think would be perfect for a visitor, not a tourist trap, but somewhere very Busan special, like 부산답다. 이 진짜 부산이다. Okay. 2971님. Personally, I think Busan 산복도로 is a place that everyone should visit. Have you been there at night? 나이트 뷰 진짜 예쁘다. 와, so 대단. And then they continue. I don't think there's any other place that tells the story of Busan better than this place. It holds some of the city's most painful memories, but today it has become a popular destination where people visit to enjoy beautiful views, colorful villages, and the unique history of Busan. I think that's what makes 삼복도로 such a special place. And 태백호 부산에 가면. This is one of my favorite songs. 부산에 가면. It's too low for me. So beautiful. Benny님 says probably sharing my hidden gems instead of my country, probably local noodle stores. Ooh, Benny님, lots of local noodle stores here in Busan, especially if you go to Gupo 국수. If you go to the Gupo, is it 재래시장 or 그냥 시장? 아무튼 예, 구포 쪽에 국수, 잔치국수, 칼국수 많아요. 맛있는 집 많다. We've got 가나다라님. Anytime I read Korean now, I feel very I can't read it. 한국 영화에서 여러 번 등장한 국제시장 그리고 자갈치 시장을 추천합니다. 인정입니다. 동의합니다. 부산의 활기 있는 모습과 사투리를 제대로 들을 수 있는 곳이거든요. 맛있는 먹거리는 덤입니다. 맞습니다. I agree. And also, if you go there, many of the people, and I include like the old ladies and the old men in the 자갈치 market, they speak English. Because so many tourists go there, so many of them, I don't know if they had like a class altogether, but many of them speak English, which is very interesting for me. It's not fluent English, but you know, there's lots of English. 착한만님 쌤, 저는 부산에 친구랑 오면 해운대와 온천장역 주변을 데려가요. 온천장역? 해운대는 부산 해변 중 제일 좋아하는 곳이라서 하하하. 그거는 오케이, no problem. 온천장역은 어릴 때 추억이 있어서 꼭 소개시켜주는 곳이죠. 근데 어떤 추억이 있었나요? 우리도 듣고 싶습니다. 추억, 무슨 추억이요? 착한만님, 거기서 뭘 하셨어요? 재밌는 거? 맛집? 뭐 볼거리? 먹을거리? 뭐 있었어요? 알려주시기 바랍니다. 5078님 says, I want to bring my friend to Gamcheon Cultural Village. We can take a picture with a little prince. Also, we can see colorful roofs under the mountain. Under the mountain? Yes, kind of. Or on the side of the mountain. One thing that I love about that place is that, yes, it is it's a very beautiful cultural heritage, I would say. But it's a living village. It's a living art piece. People live there. So if you do go there, please do keep that in mind. There are residents who live in the houses in between the art shops and the cafes and the, you know, all the other places. So 조용하게 다녀오세요. 최숙님, I would like tourists to visit 자갈치 시장. I'm sure they'd like the vibes there and enjoy fresh seafood. 근데 이게 말할까? If you go to 자갈치 시장 and you buy the fish there to eat up the stairs, it might be a little bit more expensive than you might get in other fish markets because it is very popular with the tourists. Okay, so just FYI, it's fresh, it's delicious, it is cooked absolutely fantastically, and it's a wonderful experience. So just keep in mind that that's also what you're paying for. You're paying for the experience of it all. Very nice. 태현님 saying, 저는 부산의 부산의 사직 야구장을 보여주고 싶습니다. 세상에서 가장 큰 노래방이 어떤 곳인지 다른 지역, 다른 나라 사람들에게 자랑하고 싶거든요. 근데 if you say the giant 노래방, nobody would really understand what you mean until you go there, right? 너무 재밌다. Oh, the music stopped. I've been talking for so long that the music stopped. Do you hear that? Best play you a song then, right? Let me play you a song. This is 2971님's 부산에 가면 by 태백호 and 5078님's 소녀이여 by G-Dragon. And you know that G-Dragon is like there's a what is it? Heritage and Peace or Peace and Heritage? G-Dragon is the ambassador. So 유네스코 세계유산 위원회 홍보대사님이시잖아요. 그래서 okay, gonna play those songs. We'll be back with part 2.
다시 너를 볼 수 있을까 고운 머리결을 흩날리며 나를 반겼던 그 부산역 앞은 참 많이도 변했구나 어디로 가야 하나 너도 이제는 없는데 무작정 올라간 달맞이 고개에 오래된 바다만 오래된 우리만 시간이 멈춰버린 듯 이대로 손을 꼭 잡고 그때처럼 아무 생각 없이 찾아간 광안리 그때 그 미소가 그때 그 향기가 빛바랜 바다에 비쳐 나와 내가 파도에 부서져 깨진 조각들을 마주본다 부산에 가면
GD Hey, yo, Charles, drop it on me. Yeah. 밤은 깊었는데 잠은 안 오고 늘어난 두통과 싸우고 이리저리 뒤척이다 생각에 잠겨 또 펜을 붙잡고 빼곡서 내려가는 가사 이 안에 내 철학이 가득하다 부연 담배 연기 꽉 찬 내 방 Home sweet home 하나 가다 세상 나이에 와서 쉴 틈 없이 달려왔어 넌 모르는 자신감 내겐 가장 큰 무기였어 오르막길이라면 내리막길도 있는 법 돌아가기엔 너무 늦어버렸어 I can't let go Remember back in the day 빛나던 눈물 난 절대 잊지 못해 그때 겨울을 Don't forget back in the day 소년이가 네 멋진 목소리로 세상에 소리쳐 shine on G-Dragon 남들이 뭐라건 작다고 어리다고 난 G-Dragon 남들이 뭐라건 wow 사람들은 말해 내가 부러워 갇힌 게 너무 많아 연예인들은 다 편하게만 살아 딱 하루만 그 입장이 돼봐라 보이는 게 다가 아니란 걸 알아 시간이 흘러가면서 외로움만 커져갔어 못 모르는 의문감 내겐 가장 큰 부담이었어 오르막길이라면 내리막길도 있는 법 도망치기엔 너무 늦어버렸어 I wanna go Remember back in the day 빛나던 눈물 난 절대 잊지 못해 그때 Come back to me now. Come back 지나갔어 몰라 내 정신아 Remember back in the day It's time to shine 난 절대 잊지 못해 Dance choice Don't forget back in the day Brought to you by GD 이 멋진 목소리로 세상에 소리쳐 shine a light
Oh, welcome back, everybody. It's time for part 2 of the Busan playlist. That's our Busan playlist. And the topic today is places in Busan that are like treasures, hidden gems. Not just your regular old tourist spots. Give us your recommendations. You have given me so many. So here I go very quickly. 셀레나님 says 영도다리 추천하고 싶습니다. 일제시대와 6.25 전쟁의 아픈 역사가 있는 곳입니다. 토요일 2시에 15분가 영도다리가 열립니다. 아직까지? Still? Does it still open at 2:15? Every day? 진짜로 나는 몰랐어요. 영도다리 근처에 부산 출신 가수 현인의 동상이 있어요. 현인? 동상에 발을 올리면 현인의 트로트 노래가 나와요. 재밌다. 가야 되겠다. I love Yeongdo. Actually, Yeongdo is a very unique place. Very unique, very beautiful, very industrial, but also very very natural, 자연스러운. Very unique place. Selena님, thank you very much. 0612님, I'd like to introduce 부네치아 near 다대포 Beach. It's not a very well-known place, but I think everyone will fall in love with it once they see its beautiful sunset. 부네치아. It's not 부네치아, it's 부네치아. 마차차님, 외국인 친구가 온다면 부산 야구장에 꼭 데려가고 싶어요. 한국 야구 응원 문화가 유독 열정적이기도 하고 부산은 더더욱 그렇기 때문입니다. 그러니까 맞아요. Even when the team isn't doing so well, we still cheer. We do it. 고수님, 저는 소개하고 싶은 장소라면 광안리를 소개하고 싶습니다. 회도 먹고 황양산도 보내고 바다 수영도 시키고 그렇게 뜻깊은 부산이 될 수 있게 추억을 심어 주겠습니다. 물론 황양산 등산과 수영을 저는 안 하죠. 해야죠. 친구랑 같이 추억을 만들려면. I want to read more, but I can't. I'm going to read this last one. Here we go. Sang-Yun Kim-nim says, I once took my Chinese friend from China to a cafe near Hwangyangsan Lookout, and they loved it. It's beautiful at nighttime. It really is. Also, I love your song request, but I don't think we're going to play it. sorry. The winner for today is 셀레나님. 축하드립니다, 셀레나님. You are the winner. Well done. We'll get in touch with you. Send you your prize. Please don't miss our message. 우리 메시지를 꼭 보내드릴 건데요. 그래서 놓치지 마세요. 네, 꼭 찾아보세요. 네. Well done. Thank you to everybody for texting in, for chiming in, for tuning in today. And let's do it all again tomorrow because it's fun. It's fun with you. You know? Okay, that's it. All right, this is Busan Bakangs by Skull and Haha. We'll be back with Dr. McLuckie after this.
오늘 밤엔 분명히 운명적인 만남이 시작될 것 같은데 잠시만 어제 고민 다 접어놓고 별을 보러 떠나요 Baby 어젯밤 울었나요 두 눈 부어있나요 내 손 잡아요 한 번만 딱 한 번만 나를 믿어요 화장을 안 해도 돼 생얼로 멘트를 너는 내 꿈에도 싱글로 네 여자친구는 내 남자친구를 돈 걱정하지 말고 다 불러 Reform, right and wrong 절대 후회 없는 girl 그대가 원하는 것이면 뭐든지 해줄게 오늘 밤 Let's go Everybody come to 해운대 Everybody come to 광안리 Everybody come to 동백섬 부산 바캉스 Everybody come to 남포동 Everybody come to 자갈치 Oh we rockin' with the 아가씨 Oh we rock 부산 바캉스 길을 잃어 헤맬 때 별이 보이지 않을 때 해줄 것은 없지만 아직도 끙끙대며 걱정하는 그대 이 노래를 불러요 쓸데없는 생각들은 하지마 우리는 서로에게 말지마 가끔씩 다른 여자 눈길이 가도 내 마음은 항상 너니까 Reform, right and wrong 절대 후회 없는 girl 그대가 원하는 것이면 뭐든지 해줄게 오늘 밤 Let's go Everybody come to 해운대 Everybody come to 광안리 Everybody come to 동백섬 부산 바캉스 Everybody come to 남포동 Everybody come to 자갈치 Oh we rockin' with the 아가씨 Oh we rock 부산 바캉스
Listen up, Dr. McLuckie. Dr. McLuckie is in the house. Do you know that this segment is the final segment of the day where I bring this American educator encyclopedia into our world and I give you all of my wisdom. Yes, Dr. McLuckie. Is this voice annoying for you yet, Pak PD? It is annoying. Oh, I said, is this voice annoying for you? And you said, it is. 아, 진짜? 이 목소리 안 할까? Dr. McLuckie says, I don't care, I'm doing my voice. Okay, so what happens is I choose a word from this magical encyclopedia and then we talk about it. I give you all of my knowledge. Ready? Here we go. Harry Potter wand. Aha! Yes, very interesting. Today, we will talk all about change. Yes, my darlings, change. Change is afoot. Not this kind of foot, but afoot, as in on the way. Change is constant, right? Change, you can see a picture of me. There's me holding a bear. You can see that change is constant, right? Hands up if you don't like change. Aha, change is uncomfortable. But change is funny because change is not like this one one-time, one-off incident or incidents or happening, right? Change is constant. It's always fluctuating. It's a constant part of life that forces us to grow and learn, which if we're not doing that, then what's the point, right? It's easier to accept change than to fight it, of course. And it's scary, right? You can fear the unknown, but a new habit is much easier to make, or change is much easier to accept if you practice accepting change. The thing is, I think that we don't actually hate change too much, because when we know it's coming, we can prepare for it. I think what we don't like is when someone forces change upon us, you know? For example, if you're at the airport and then suddenly your flight is cancelled, that's a kind of like shock to the system kind of change. And then you've got other change, like leaving a job that you've been at for 6 years. So that picture is of me the other day, snuggling a bear that I have at my other work, which I've been there for 6 years. And this week is my final week of employment at that place, which is very scary. It's a big change because now I am 알바. I am 방송. I'm only here. I'm BeFM, and that's it. And so for me, this is like a huge change because I'm very used to being busy Monday through Friday, 8 a.m., in fact, 7:30 a.m. until, 7 p.m. So this change is really like, I feel kind of uptight about it, but I'm going to embrace it. So, my friends, 2 questions. Number 1, do you like change? If so, yes. If so, why or why not? And number 2, what should I do with all of my new free time now that I am no longer working at my other job? It's so exciting. I just don't know. Well, listen, you can let me know and tell me tomorrow, okay? Pound 9050. You know the things. All right, I'm going to play you the final song today. 내 사람, Partner for Life by SG Wannabe. Today's show was produced by Park Bo-sung, written by Hong Kyung-hwa, interned by Tae-ga-in, and hosted by Laura McLuckie. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And everything else can change, but you should stay the same.
내가 그토록 아끼는 사람 너무 소중해 마음껏 안아보지도 못했던 누구에게나 흔한 행복 한 번도 준 적이 없었어 맘 놓고 웃어본 적도 기쁠 때는